before the break we were talking about the Karachi killings. Now there is an accusation against your party which basically says that whenever there is supposed to be the control from the rangers is supposed to be given back to the police, there is again violence, So how do you respond to that kind of criticism of your party?
Actually, it's not only a criticism to my party, it's a criticism of the system as such. And the whole coalition has to be responsive to this. So as a very responsible party, we are playing a very mature role and making the contribution that we have even gone on to share the information that we have with us, that there is a crime mafia in Karachi, as I said, comprising land grabbers, drug peddlers and armed dealers.
And they're stronger than you, and they're stronger than the PPP, and they're stronger.
They are the main non-state actors, and of late, for the last 2.5 years, the way Karachi has been Talibanized, is on the fast track of Talibanization. People who have been coming from north, even in the garb of the IDPs, where actually they are fleeing for their lives in the war-torn areas of Swat, South Waziristan.
Because people always wonder about all of this. They feel that can a land mafia be far more powerful than the MQM or the Pakistan People's Party? Together you can't take on the land mafia?
Yes, together, and finally I think now I'm finding that the will has come in place.
Really?
And
what's the difference?
The difference is that in very high-powered meetings, like when the Prime Minister came and convened 2 meetings in March and April on this target killing, ID, ISI, MI, Rangers, all 4 this law enforcement agencies in one voice said that the root cause of all ailment, target killing, violence and anything that is going wrong in Karachi, 80% is attributed to this land mafia.
All right,
and there is a nexus of this extremist Taliban's banned jihadi outfits with this crime mafia also.
No.
Because there have been attempts of bank robberies also, where these elements have been arrested red-handed. And they have been also exposed.
You don't really get along with the Home Minister, Mr. Zulfikar Mirza, it seems, because he's made a lot of statements saying that basically MQ trouble, and they're only creating trouble because they've made up their mind that want to quit the Singh government, and they're now looking towards some hidden forces who are going to, give them some kind of a signal. Who are these hidden forces?
Actually, like an open book, we have always given an opportunity to all the agencies in Sindh that we are a part of the government, and we just want to be confronted with the evidences or anything that they have to say, that if there is any element of complicity, that we are ready to take that and investigate. And we have been confronting Pakistan People's Party, ANP, and our coalition partners in the coordination committee meetings, and we always have offered that it's a blank check, that we just need an information, we just need any evidence that they have, and we always come up with evidence, we always come up with name. There is a list of 150 gangsters in Karachi.
Right, and which party, belonging to which party?
Irrespective of any political party.
Again the mafia or the non-state actors? Or
non-state actors, the mafia. And the way they are actually operating in Karachi. So we have been exposing them.
As a layperson, as a Pakistani, I feel that when you talk about land mafia...
I'm not ruling out the element of political complicity into this. But NPM...
No, you said something very important now, and I must ask you on this, because Pakistanis want to know the answer, that land mafia can be so strong that nobody can talk about the land mafia. People like yourself, such a senior politician of the MQM, can't talk about the land mafia. People's Party can't talk about the land mafia. Yet the violence continues.
This is actually the demonstration of the weakness and the fragility of our political system. Number 2,
but how are you going to strengthen it, sir? People can't wait. People are losing their lives.
I'm saying that I can claim it with authority, that NPM has a long way, and we have actually not only have taken this land mafia also in our political capacity head on.
How?
We do not have
you're not even
we do not have the tool of the we are doing our we are obliging our responsibility with great maturity, and for that we have moved a piece of legislation.
No, you said you took the land mafia head on, but you are not even
we are exposing them.
Okay, how are you exposing? Please expose them in this interview. I mean, please give me some names.
I'll give you a list of those people. Muhammad Khan, Wasil Akho.
Who are these people? They belong to which party?
They belong to any political party, but they are members of, they are actually the syndicate of crime.
There must be somebody protecting them. If it's not the PPP, and if it's not the MQM.
I think it is the absence of the collective will of different political parties, and particularly those who are in the coalition government.
Like
and as I said that I'm sharing a very good news with you that recently this Anti-Encroachment Act was passed by the Provincial Assembly. An entire encroachment cell has been brought into being, and it has started its operations, and as a result of which in 1 month operation 1800 acres of land has been retrieved from the illegal occupation of this land grab.
That's definitely good. Now let me take you a little bit back in time. You know, this target killing has just started in the last 1 or 2 years. Let me take you back to 2006 April, the Mr. Park blast. At that time, the whole leadership of the Sunni Tehreek, which is your rival party, was eliminated in that blast. And at that particular time, the JUP blamed your party for the Mr. Park blast.
I think which faction of the JUP you are referring to, the JUP that I know.
MMA, sir. I'm referring to the MMA.
JUP that I know, and the Ahl Sunnat Jamaat, which is presided by Shah Turabul Qadri. So I've seen that they were just trying to pacify the situation, then that again was a conspiracy.
But Jamaat-e-Ulema Pakistan is on record, sir. I have them here on record saying that the MQM was responsible for the Mr. Park blast.
But don't you think that immediately within half an hour of that, it was not the JUP, but I know that there were some Jamaat Islam videos on the television. They just appeared within an hour of this ugly incident that took place on Mr. Park. And Sunni Tehreek may also have been carried away because of the propaganda and the hype that was created, which is again was a part of the conspiracy, that once you do an act and then you blame one political party.
So the whole of Jamaat-e-Ulema Pakistan, comprising all of the MMA, was conspiring. So the Sunni Tehreek was conspiring against you.
Sunni Tehreek actually fell a prey to this conspiracy.
Because you see, I just spoke to the Jamaat-e-Islami Amir as well, Mr. Munawwar Hassan, who said something very different.
Yeah.
He said
but
that
now we just talked to the Sunni Tehreek leader, because their leadership was wiped out. This concept about the Karachi situation has totally changed, because we have engaged them, and we have been talking about...
You have engaged them actually, that is true, because when the Mr. Park blast happened at the Tehreek office, and Mufti Munibur Rahman came in and spoke to Sunni Tehreek. He was between you and Sunni Tehreek.
He and Shah Turabul and Haji Hanif Tayyab, they all were go-between.
They were go-between after the Mr. Park blast.
So Dawat-e-Islami, this Ahl Sunnat Jamaat, which is represented by Shah Turabul, they all were just trying to, because they also were very clear on this. That
because from what I understood, that Mufti Munibur Rahman came at the behest of Musharraf at that particular time. So there must have been some kind of a disagreement that you got Mr. Munibur Rahman to have some kind of a reconciliation between you and the Sunni Tehreek.
When you are a course apart in your thinking and you carry a totally different background and perception of the situation obtaining at different points in times, and connected with the historical perspective of Karachi. So unless you talk with each other and you exchange your information and knowledge with each other, I think that really makes the difference, and that is where...
So Sunni Tehreek came around?
It has came around, and we have succeeded in winning over them, and in their latest interviews on any television channel, I can bet on it, they've just simply said that the killers have to be arrested. They demanded for that, but I think there is no iota of doubt in their mind